Hi everyone, welcome to Innovation Talk with BNB Chain. I'm Walter from Growth at BNB Chain. So today we have three very interesting projects with us who are all building on BNB Chain. We will let them introduce themselves. So start off with Hui. Could you introduce yourself and your project?
Okay, so hi everyone. So it's very nice and pleasure from myself to join the AMA today. In fact, I started my career at the software developer 20 years ago. So I work in a very big corporation in Vietnam for developing the information tech. I have more than 10 years working in the outsourcing aspect, and then after that, I jumped out to do some startup business with my friend and for myself as well. So I joined IC Lab from like 2 years ago to start with GameFi.org as the advisor and some other projects as well. So it's very nice to be here today.
Nice. Next up, we have Monstera, which has been a very great GameFi project on BNB Chain. So, that's Lido. Could you advise what is your role at Monstera?
Yes, my name is Lado, Financial Manager of Monster NFT Game, and nice to see you here again, Wonder, and also like GameFi as well, because actually GameFi, BNB Chain already like accompany with Monster for a very long journey together, and also like I experienced a lot of milestones together. So I'm very happy that we can like sit down together and also recap joining an AMA in the EN Party campaign co-organized by BNB Chain and also GameFi as well. And for me, so I have like more than 8 years and I'm experienced in marketing, partnership management, and global communication already. And actually, for my side, I also like a big fan of Monster NFT game. And I also joined Monster since January of 2022 and 12 months till now. So such a big surprise for myself even. And I hope that, yes, I can like keep, building together with my team and make greater traction to, deliver Monster bigger, closer to, our user and also around the world. So thank you so much for having me here today.
Nice, nice. Last but not least, we have a game that is upcoming to build on BNB Chain, the Harvest. So, Paulo, could you share more about your role at the Harvest?
For sure. Hi, everyone, thanks for being here. Thanks for having me here, rather. And it's really great. It's a really great company. My name is Paulo. I'm leading partnerships and community in the Harvest, and I've been part of other games before, from RPG games to other shooter games, and now here in Falco, which is the publishing company of Harvest. And yeah, I lead partnerships. I take care of tournaments, and making friends with various guilds, and of course partnering with and venturing into everything that BNB ecosystem has to throw, which is a lot, by the way. And we're very thankful for that. And yeah, it's exciting to be here and exciting to be part of the journey.
Nice, nice. Thank you, Hui, Lido, and Paulio. I think we have a vast amount of experience and skill set in this AMA. So I think I'll start off by talking about we're going to talk about the next innovation cycle for Web3 games, right? And first up, we would like to ask GameFi.org about can you explain more in depth what is your platform about?
Okay. Yeah. So GameFi.org, we founded, let's say, September last year. So during the bull run of the crypto market, especially for the GameFi, so that's why we use the GameFi.org domain. Actually, from the day one, we want to build like a one destination for the gaming and metaverse. But we started first at the launchpad, as you know that. So game5.org is one of the top five for for pretty long time, launching the project, the Web3 project. And after that, we follow our path to enable user, especially for the Web3 user, in expanding the ecosystem with the Web3 builder. So that's why we are developing and also finishing the gaming hub in gamefy.org. We also believe that for every games, the most important thing is the communities and the ecosystem. So that's why we are working also very closely with partners like BNB Chain to bring more and more gamers into the ecosystem of GameFi in general, and other partners as well. So that's why we have a GameFi parties. We have a GameFi IFO that stand for initial fan offering as well. And you know that recently we just opened the year-end party in GameFi.org to attract the more and more players in our platform. And we work closely with BNB Chains, with Mosera, the Harvest joined in the show today as well.
Nice, very interesting. I think we will talk more about the year-end event later
Yeah,
as well with our
sure.
audiences.
Yeah,
And I'm sure many of our BNB chain gamers know about Monsteras. But then for the benefit of new audiences here, Monstera, could you like speak more in depth about what is the game about?
Yes, thank you so much. Thanks for the word. Because actually, we are so happy to be top 10 game project on BNB Chain at this moment, and lately top one NFT game on Avalanche as well. So about Monstera, we are like free to play a money chain game on BNB, Avalanche, and OKX network, and maybe some upcoming trending network as well in the upcoming time. Inspired by the gameplay in Classic Land of Bit of Supercell, some kind of very popular traditional game, as you may know. And in the game, it's set foot in a fictional world, revolves around like farming, property building, and battling with other land around the magical creature named Monjans. And the revolutionary design of Monstera will allow people to enjoy fun and profit at the same time with no initial investment by combining of three models, free to play for fun, and play to earn model. So right now, I think that all of you can access to play the game at play.monstera.io and easily find out that there's gonna like 5 races of motion in our game with different feature, uniqueness, and strength like tactile, like Mystic, like Beast, like Celeste, and also Chaos released very like recently. And also like we have like offer our user with 4 different play mode. As you can see, 2 of them are PvE play mode and 2 of them are PvP play mode, like adventure, both challenge, battlefront, and arena. And right now we already released for about like 3 different play mode already, so you can easily access and enjoy the challenge and exciting moments in our game. I think that one more important part that I have to list out is about like you can join the game. You gonna raise a lot of questions, so I suggest that you can enter our Monster community right now, raise the questions and chat and discuss with other players to make sure that you can easily access the game because it's very simple. Even kids can play. And maybe if you want to find a clan for yourself to be ready for the clan war in the upcoming time, you can join a clan. And we have like several clans in our Monstera community right now from Vietnam, from Philippines, and Russia. Also, one more concern from outside is about like how to involve more, Web3 user to come and enjoy Monstera. So that's why we design a very big ecosystem of, 7 components to, making sure that beside the gameplay, we also like offer our user with other gaming and also like other very funny and also exciting moments and experience in the game. So to list down is gonna the first one is about the gameplay itself, and I share 4 different play mode with 5 races of motion. The second one is about our marketplace. Actually, it's already lived since March of 2022 till now, so 9 months. And we also have like the DAO Treasury. So you can come to DAO Treasury via DAO.monster.io and then staking in the pool and also like earning staking profit from that. For the upcoming few years, it's gonna support it in governance and also like the voting from our user for any changes in the whole ecosystem. The fourth one, I think it's about like the month event. We have like event site that collecting all of ongoing and completed event and some kind of highlight event at a separate page, so you can attract more user and come and join with us. So lately we also have like unboxing the motions, and it's totally 600 motions from chaos races, the last race of the world, be released and sold out in only 2 hours. So it's very surprising even for the team. And the last part is about the bridges, because we are the money chain. We want to make sure that we can make the convenient and safe and also secure, but also fast for our user to transfer between different networks, from BNB to Avalanche and OKX as well. So that's why we also build our own bridge to cover that. The last part is about like the Mons TV. This is where people can live stream, play the game, and also like earn more from that, chatting with other players. So to say in summary, I have to say that I think that we are at the early stage of Web3 already. And a lot of our Web2 user already get popular, get familiar with the game and its ecosystem. However, I think that we gonna have to do a lot of things in the upcoming time to make sure that we can provide more education, more tool, or more technical support for other players and other users to make sure that they can like access the game, access the whole ecosystem to vote in DAO or maybe play the game, what to earn or play to earn and other things to earn. So I think that's a lot of things about Monster World, and I hope that you guys can come and experience it by yourself.
Nice, thanks, Lido. What can I say more? Like it's so established with streaming while gaming, clans and stuff. So do check out Monstera. And next we have an upcoming game. If you like hero shooter games, we have the Harvest. So maybe Paulo can share more about the Harvest.
For sure. So if you haven't heard of The Harvest, go to theharvestgame.com. Yeah. The Harvest is a free to play MOBA shooter with battle royale elements. What does that mean? So think Apex Legends or PUBG, while equipping your heroes with various cards that modify any gameplay session, right? So and these make you dictate what the meta is every single game, and it is playable now on our closed beta. We've been building it for 4 years. We're available on Steam, right, and now in Unreal Engine 5 as well. And I think 2 weeks ago we won Games Choice Award. About 200 games voted on what they wanted or who they thought should win Game of the Year, and we were chosen by the industry, as the game of their choice. So it's very exciting. It's free to play, like I said, so there's no cost. You don't need to buy anything. You can just play for free, log in via Steam. You don't even need to set up any wallets or connect anything. You can just do your Google sign in. So it's very approachable, right? And how the gameplay is set up is each hero will have various skills, right? And then to win the game, you have to get the most essence. You have to harvest the most essence in the game. And how do you do that? You do that by killing other heroes, or you go to the harvest points before anyone else can, or you can try your luck with our npcs and our bosses. So there's always this tension of rushing to the harvest points or killing other players while staying alive, or risk reward of killing other bosses and npcs. And the beauty about this is all of this is amplified by the card abilities. So the cards that we have are actually our first round of NFTs. Amplify your heroes and their skills. So suddenly your DP, your damage dealing heroes can be utility based or support based. Suddenly your supports can be tanks or damage types, right? So the meta always changes, and that gives the harvest near infinite replay value, we think. Yeah, and I can tell you more, but we can save that for later. But for now, just check it out. It's available to play now, and on our closed beta. Mm.
Yeah, definitely check it out. I mean, what can I say? I'm very happy to be working on Web3 gaming. We have exciting platforms like GameFi.org coming out and large diversity of games like Monstera and the Harvest. So I'm looking forward to the year 2023, right? All right, man.
Yeah.
Okay. If not, next up, I think I will ask further on some questions to Hui about GameFi.org. So we are
Yep.
talking about innovations on Web3 gaming, right? So could you share some of the latest innovations that are upcoming for GameFi.org?
Okay, Wonder. Well, so as I just mentioned at the beginning, Game 5 already defined our roadmap from day one. So it was not just the launchpad because before people know GameFi.org, it's like a launchpad for the Web3 projects. But we innovate day by day, and we have released the two new feature. So we call the first one is the game hub, and the second is game parties. I wouldn't go separately into to each one. So for the game hub, you can imagine like a Steam-like version for the Web3 game, or a game world where you have all the data about all the Web3 game, because we want to onboard like a nearly 100% of the game in our gaming hub in GameFi.org. So every game project, every metaverse project can be listed in 2023. I mean next year, very close, and we expected to list nearly every game. And it can be like a Google for games, but more supreme for with social file aspect, like you can track on-chain and off-chain records with the user contribution, with the engagement, such that verifying some information or building some concept inside, like a KOL, KOC, or you can leave some feedback, review on the game, and also you can interact with the platform to get the rewards, right? And in GameFi.org hub, uh, for the players and also for the investor, they can go into the site and they can see the game change on every index, every aspect, every information, real time, on chain and off chain data as well. So that's why for investor, you can see some useful information for you to invest. Let's say monster game or the harvest game, the traction of the game, number of players, DAUs, MAU, let's say, and also the pricing that for the token, for the NFT, let's say. So you can decide where you invest your money into every game. For the players, they can go into the site and they can see a lot of information for them to choose whether they pick the game to play and to get a reward, right? So that is gaming hub for gaming, for GameFi parties. In fact, it like a you know a player ground center for Web3 players. I mean, real players, because GameFi Party it's like a user-oriented platform where we aim to promote user acquisition. So it's a key. So GameFi Party is a center to connect the Web3 games to the Web3 players. And in fact, in GameFi Party, we have the unique strong point is that let's say we are the one who really be able to integrate with the play game tasks and with the platform, and social tasks and in-game play tasks, let's say. So every time, let's say, every game connect to the GameFi Party platform, all the information in the game will be displayed and real time in our platform. And that bring not only social awareness but also the gameplay exposure to every Web3 builders and every Web3 players. And why we build GameFi Party, let's say, we have the idea from, let's say, June this year, in June this year, and then we start to build a very big campaign that we call GameFi Versary. So the name is a adventure, let's say, because we celebrated our first anniversary with Win5.org. So we organized successfully 3 weeks Game 5 anniversary tournaments with like it's like a MVP version for the Game 5 party, and we got very good traction at that time. So we got like more than 12K of the real players, uh, 6.5 millions of impression in just 2 weeks. And then now on, we come back with the upgrade version of the Game 5 party, with the you know limited quality project with the funny gameplay, and we have a lot of free to play to earn with the reward, with the long term playground for the players. So that is the Game 5 party. And the upgrade version of Game 5 party, and very separate one, well designed for that, is a EN party. I would mention that later on. So, thank you.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk on the year party more later. So in summary,
Yeah.
right, GameFi.org is like a new Web3 one-stop station for like gaming projects. That's great. I think
Hmm.
gamers will appreciate that to get lots of information. So
Yeah.
speaking of like innovation, right? So perhaps I can ask the opinions of Lido about how can games innovate for the next cycle of growth.
Actually, I have to say that I totally agree with Huy from GameFi because we already like gone through a lot of activity together, and Monster also joined Cat Adventure, and we see that GameFi, share and contribute for the innovations, daily, every day. So happy to join with you in this, adventure and journey together. And same for Monstera. Actually, we also like try to innovate like day by day, make it better, and to make sure that we can like provide our user with the best gaming experience, not only for the gameplay but the whole ecosystem. So for us, it also a very biggest concern, and we also set a plan for that. So for Monstera, it's just like the pioneer game in the Monstera universe, and also in our Question Size Studio roadmap. For the upcoming few months, we will like build other game series using and sharing the same access, of tokens, and also like the tokens MSDR and MAG, to make sure that our user can have more fun experience and also like more gaming and earning opportunity for them. So for the next few years, like from 2023 and 2024, will be the year that Monster Universe will expand into, with the entry into Maniverse with the central characters is Nemotions. And after conquering the original Mystery Land, Monster will travel to a new universe, and they can completely, it will be like completely new land for them, and also like brand new challenges, and they must learn how to build and their empire, their kingdom, and experience the endless journey of the adventure. And I have to say that BMB Chain and also GameFi are also like the Harvest, also our first partner that we share about our plan for Question Shy Studio for the upcoming few months, and maybe the latest 2 years in the future. So I think that for Question Size Studio, also like Power for Monstera, we gonna build a very vast ecosystem of 6 components. The first one, of course, is about like the game series, maybe like instant game or maybe like portal game that I share with you, and using the same NFT items and the same tokens like MSDI and MAG. So it means that the value and the utility of the token and MAG will last forever, not only limited in the Monster gameplay. The second one is about like the Monster TV that I share with you. This is where people can, watch to earn, play to earn, live stream to earn, be to earn, and other things. They can chat, they can like make word together with some kind of very lovely icon that you can see in the Telegram. We also have the collection in Telegram right now to try out. And one more important part, very important, is about like the Monash Cash. It is some kind of education academy, so we can provide our user with knowledge about how to play the game, how to access Web2 or Web3 and other things. So there's going to be a lot of courses, and we expect that we can partner and also promote some kind of the courses with BME Chain, with GameFi as well, and maybe for with Harvest. And I think that a lot of things that we can keep secret at this moment, but soon we're gonna release and public at our announcement channel. And I hope that everyone can come and join with us in this journey. And I think that one more important part is about like the study about like market study and also about other game project study as well. That we understand that we have to learn, we have to study a lot in the upcoming months and even now because this is bear market. This time we keep building together, making sure that we can overcome this different period together with the great tractions, right? And we also want to make sure that we can, meet the requirement from the market, balance our finance stimulation, but at the same time, we can, serve all our user demand in the upcoming months and years, and also their entertainment as well, in the most funny way. So I hope that I can learn more from BMB Chain, other activity, other program, and also GameFi as well. We are grow together and we build together and innovate together.
Thank you, Lido. Likewise, we would love to learn and work together with all our projects on BNB chain. So, particularly interested in the Mons TV, and I really like the education element into GameFi. So, look forward to all those. Next up, Paulo for the Harvest. So, perhaps you can share your opinion on the innovations for the upcoming cycle of growth for GameFi.
No, I really like what GameFi is doing, right? So, like we mentioned earlier, I actually first met them through the Launchpad platform. Last year, I think it was December of last year. I think you guys started in October of last year, and you've grown so much. You've pivoted well, and I think this is really the next step in terms of gathering people and under one platform to really choose what games they want to belong in. And I think it's nice because the innovation is not just from the usual growth patterns or youthful growth tools like influencer marketing, right? Like content creators and stuff like that. And there's a lot of skepticism right now against those, right? There's a lot of them are still doing really good work, but a lot of them were also bad apples in the last year, right? So what GameFi has now pivoted to is switching to what the people really want, right? Through their participation of the quests, and that really is helping us a lot. For example, I think we've had about twelve
Thanks,
thousand
Paul.
participants recently
Nice.
Yeah,
in our GameFi. In this is our first partnership as well, and it's not even like with high budget or super high budget or whatever, like tens of thousands of dollars. Usually in Web 2 space, that's usually required, right? And you have to pay
right.
for marketing, for ads, and all that. But with platforms like GameFi and all that, you're really putting it to the people, not necessarily just throwing ads and hope it sticks, right? And I think this is good. So I think that is really good pivot. I think for other, but interestingly enough, there's that in the Web3 arm. But there's also a backpedaling that is required in Web3 games, which is to really
Hmm.
focus on games and games per se, just full stop games, right? So I think last year it was a lot of focus on the token mooning, and things like that, right?
Yeah,
And when Lambo and when and all these things, so I think the focus has shifted, and the growth also has shifted towards product centered teams, and I think that's really where we take pride on in the harvest. We're product first, and I think in Monster is also true as well. You've been building so long; it's always been product first, and I think this is while we move forward with partnering and putting the power on the people, like what GameFi is doing, we're also backpedaling in a way by focusing, not really backpedaling, but really we dial down and we major on product first to lead growth, and not necessarily
yeah.
hype, but the strength of the product to lead growth, right? And I think that's what many people are doing, and I'm so thankful that GameFi is also putting quality games on your platforms like the Harvest and Monstera.
Thank,
And I hope we can
thanks,
do more
Paulo.
things together. Mm.
Yeah, we will. So,
Nice, nice. Thanks, Paulo. I mean, frankly, as someone from Growth, right, it is heartwarming to hear like successful collaborations amongst projects on BNB chain and then like growing in the positive right direction, like building strong and good quality games for the community out there. So that's awesome to hear for me at BNB chain at Growth. And yeah, we've been talking about the year-end party, right? And you can see Hui is already in the festive mood. He changed his background into the
Yeah, right.
year-end festive season. So yeah, this is a party co-hosted between GameFi.org and BNB Chain, and we have our friends like Monstera and the Harvest joining in. So I will let Hui talk about more details about this year-end campaign.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can share actually that at first we aim to call that GameFi Christmas, let's say. But sorry for that. But we want to make that, a bit longer and a bit bigger. So that's why we changed the name at last to year-end party, because we want to really connect between GameFi Party that is already existing platform from GameFi.org, and then we organize not just small party, but we organize a big party that is year-end party where people finish the year with the good or bad, let's say, but people gather together to play, to enjoy, to look back a year, whether they be successful or even failure. But that is the time people sit together. So that's why we organize the name with an event with the name like a year-end party for all the games, like they have the Monster and the other games and the Web3 gamers as well. And for sure, luckily that we have been co-hosted by BNB Chain. And if you ask me why BNB Chain, I'll say everyone wants BNB Chain to be involved in the project, let's say. And thank you, Walter, Laura, and everyone from
Thank you.
BNB Chain to give some agreement for the partnership with the GameFi.org in organizing such that event, and not just the year-end party event, but also the cooperation and the partnership between BNB Chain and GameFi.org is in the gaming and metaverse in general, because we have been talking together and agree together to do on three aspects. Let's say the first one is for the Web3 gaming growth, uh, where we want to enable more Web3 game in our ecosystem together with BNB Chain and GameFi.org. The second thing is we also go deeply into the tech research and support with the innovation, like doing the AMA like this, and also have some report and research in the market in general. And we also doing the cross sharing uh, for the community base. Let's say if BNB Chain have a lot of communities within, and GameFi.org and Iceland App in general, we have community as well. So we want to build the big and the good community, real community for the Web3 game builder and also for the Web3 game player. So we do hope that GameFi Year End Party is just an event, but continuously we have a lot of future to work together with BNB Chain, with Monstera, with the Harvest and other game as well, and we will create a good and a real community for the game player, and that will be the initiative for the every game builders to expand their communities and ecosystem. Yeah.
Nice. So it'll
Sorry,
be
but last but not least, because I just received some information and some number from the team, is that
Wow,
Oops, sorry. Is
that's
it just me? Oh, sorry.
it's a
That's
cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger.
yeah. It's about to go into the climax, and his
yeah.
Wi-Fi went
Well,
off.
so we reached 15K DAU already, and
Okay,
we have
15K DAU.
45K of the traffic, and it's crazily increasing. It's a lot.
Nice.
So thanks to all the game, thanks to the
Good job.
Harvest, thank you.
Yes,
Okay, and
Nice.
thank you
Good job,
all the
everybody. Yeah.
community and BNB chat that to make the good rounds. And we will continue to January 5th of next year to the end of year party events. And we do hope that we will receive more and more traction from the community and good feedback from them for every games for BNB chain and for GameFi.org platform as well. Thank you.
Nice, nice. I think this is a great initiative, like what you said, to sort of build a community of GameFi builders,
Yeah.
developers, and you mentioned you will continuously grow. So I look forward to that. That's awesome. Next, I will
Yeah.
ask Lido about the Monstera's participation in this year-end party. Perhaps you can add in some details.
Yes, actually, I really like the name of Ian's party because we already like joy in the card adventure, and I see how you transform from card adventure experience and achievement to Ian party event right now with a lot of people and party joining with us and a lot of player. And recently, I also heard a lot of questions from our community about like how to join Monster Pool on Ian party co-host by GameFi and BB Chain. And luckily, yes, we already like work a lot with the Envision team with a lot of event previously in gas fee program or maybe like OpenSea campaign as well and other things. Same with Ideal on GameFi and maybe other event as well. So actually, we
Mhm.
are very happy that we can sit down right here, recap and summarize all of the things that we have been through also like very the same activity as we do in the year-end party, right? To make sure that we can warm up something, we can recap all of our achievement, our bad and our good, and all of other things, or maybe some kind of the lessons that we can improve better for the upcoming years, make or maybe some kind of things that I'm here today. I can learn from you about like innovations idea or to improve to make it better for Monster as well. And of course, I hope that yeah, for the upcoming months or maybe upcoming weeks, we can make joy hand together and maybe celebrating, Lunar New Year, very popular in Southeast Asia, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a party, small party together, and maybe further, it's going to be a lot of activity or campaign together and deeper into our gaming
Sure.
community on the whole ecosystem of BNB Chain, because I'm sure that BNB Chain is the most active community and ecosystem right now. And you guys are also very active to promote and to organize a lot of activity together like the AMA, like the article, like the summarize the top project, not only for gaming category, but also like DeFi and other aspect, other category, to make a report and give the support directly for the project at the same time. So yes, I hope that we can do a lot of things together, both with GameFi, Big Chain, and other game projects like Harvest right now. So we can have like organize and do a lot of things together. And because that Monster already joined a lot of activity with GameFi and BBN Chain, so actually I also heard some kind of the feedback from our community that they also excited to invite BNB Chain and also GameFi to join our AM event in Monster community. So I hope that maybe in the upcoming time you can come back and join with Monster community for the AM event or maybe some kind of the tournament, right?
Yeah, we can definitely work on all this. Yeah. All right. Next up, maybe Paulo, you can add in details into your the Harvard's participation in the year-end party.
Yeah, we participated in the party about I think last week, and we've had over 100,000 votes. I think almost no, not views. Yeah, and party platforms like GameFi really has helped us double our community since December started. So this is really an upside for us. Um, what I think what really excites us as well is that once we enter not just in the year-end party, but inside the game integrations and the game hubs, we can actually use the quests as onboarding tools, right? For example, like, oh, launch the harvest, then you get this, right? Or kill certain beings, or finish the tutorial mode, or play in this map, play this hero, right? And it's actually an excellent tool for onboarding. So it's not just for it's really the educational part that helps us, and I think the party is just the first step towards it, because the year-end party involves tasks like go to the website, watch this trailer, and it's really a step-by-step thing, and it doesn't overwhelm the users necessarily, and I think that's something that we need for us as GameFi projects, especially
Yeah.
if the building on our side is focused on the dev work and the matches itself and the gameplay itself, but the onboarding is supplemented by partners. I think that's a really huge step, and the party and participating in the party is just one of those, right? Where people can be directed to our Twitter, to our Discord, where they can be supported by our community managers. Go to the website where they can see the the official links and not be scammed, right? And all these resources. So yeah, pretty good start.
I think that the best part for Monster player for both old and new user is that they can like both play the game and also complete the daily tasks and earn the reward at the same time with joining EN party and earn candies
Mhm.
and cutting point to be in top 10 gaming guild and also top 10 player. So it's very interesting and attractive for all users.
Yeah, it's very nice. I think it's a one-stop place on the GameFi platform to also explore many of our BNB chain games, right? So there are many up there. So I do urge everyone to take a look on this event. That's awesome. If not, next up, I think I would
Yeah.
like to ask Monstera, do you have any like new upcoming activities in the year 2023 that you want to share, Lido?
Yes, for sure. So for this question, I'm gonna take it first. So game five, maybe for the last, right? So I think that yes, we already like gone through our 12-month journey till now, and 4 months in our mainnet launching with some kind of really remarkable achievement that I really would like to recap with you guys. The first one I have to say is about our number of gamers right now. It record like nearly 300K of gamers with the
Mm.
CPU peak record like 6.6K gamers. And also like for the daily active user, peak record like 30K gamers. So it's very impressive for even the team in this bear market, and also for other partners as well. And we keep trying very hard. Besides, we also record the number of matches for both, Advanced Turbo Australian Battlefront, nearly 100 millions of matches. So it's quite a lot, right? We also like rank in the top 10 gaming project on VB chain this moment, and also like top one game on on Avalanche as well. So we keep like making sure that we can increase the number of gamers and also the daily active user monthly active user as well. Monster also like in the top searched game in 24 hours since it may not launching. So it's quite a lot to do and to achieve. To summarize right now, and for the upcoming days and weeks, there's a lot of things that we have to do. We have to improve and we have to innovate to make sure that we can like achieve our goals and together with our partners and also on BMB chain ecosystem. So the first one is gonna be the season two of our biggest referral program with total reward of more than 219K in USDT. Because actually we already complete our first season with a lot of participants from around the world and also like from KOL partners, and we keep to making sure that they can like invite their friends, play together, enjoy the clan, to ready for the clan war. And the second one is about our the remaining play mode arena. So we expect that we can release this mode in January of 2022 free. So it means that it's just like only nearly 1 month from here. The third one is about like our mobile version. Right now, actually, we have like beta versions on Android and receive a lot of more than 10K download right now on Google Play. And upcoming, maybe we can release official launch our iOS and Android version at the same time in January of 2023. So it means that you can play the game, outside the game, and have fun and more earning opportunity at any time and anywhere, only with mobile phone or maybe on PC web. I think so. Um, Besides, I think that we also, plan on, a lunar New Year parties together with our partners, with our community, and maybe I can share you more detail after, this meeting in our community and announcement, making sure that we are well prepared to join the party, right? Um, so the last part, I think, is very important that we expect that we can release all of the component in the game, like mouse TV or maybe like clan. Right now, you can access clan, but only invite friends. But further, you can like join the clan war, go and conquer, and also like battle together with your team members, and also bridge for OCAX and for Avalanche as well. Besides, I think that we also like expect that we can strengthen and have like more deeper activity together with our partner. A strong partnership network right now for more than 50 partners around the world, and also like KOL team as well. Bring more value for our user, for community members, and also maximize their earning opportunity. And I think that, and I share with you, Monster is just like the pioneer game powered by Question Site Studio. But other game will be more delicious, more complete and richer versions to make sure that we can it can be more popular with the Web2 user and also attract more Web3 user to coming and enjoy the game very soon. So I hope that yes, you guys can come to our Monster channel and community, join the game. And for sure, we're gonna share it very soon with our partners like BMG Chain and BM5.
Nicely, though, as always, very well planned with lots of fun-filled activities. Very nice. All right, next up for Paulo, do you have any new upcoming activities to share for the harvest?
Sure. So we just passed our pre-alpha last month. Right now we are in our closed beta, and once we move on to the new year, by the end of January, we are aiming for a launch of our open beta. And what that means is that anyone can just play and then download the game on Steam and play at any time that you want, right? And those that join, and it's very exciting, right? Because those that join during the open beta from about January until March or April. I think that's when roughly the time that we'll be launching the open beta. Anyone who joins will have exclusive rewards and skins and in-game items that are only available in this phase. Yeah. So we're having that, and we're aiming to launch by after that maybe late April for our full launch on Steam 1.0, and that's very exciting. But before that, we are like end of January, I think we'll be introducing our esports partners, like real players, professional players. I can't really say who yet, but think top teams from Dota, from CS,
Oh,
Apex and all that, right? And it's very exciting, and they'll be battling it out with other guilds and teams in starting in February, where BNB Chain is even sponsoring one of our biggest tournament yet, and that's very, and it's invite only. Only the super, only the superstars or people in the Web3 space and esports teams get to play. But actually, we're also inviting our community to play. So watch out for details on how to get into those. It's very exciting. And from March onwards, I believe we're launching weekly tournaments. So join our Discord if you want to be updated on how to on practicing and finding friends to play with as well. And it's fun. I think by Q3 or middle of the year, we're gonna aim for an integration in Android as well, and that will skyrocket the adoption curve a lot, and it'll be available for millions of users, and not just the PC, which is where it's available right now on Steam. So, and even more things, but I can't really say right now. I think those are enough. But a lot. Watch out for the open beta next month, right? And watch the tournaments coming in February, with top tier teams, and hopefully you can all join us when we launch, and by the start of Q2. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Action pack as well. Definitely look forward to professional esports
Yeah.
team playing in the harvest. So I'll summarize like for this event, right? Everybody, I think I urge everyone to check out gamefi.org for our year-end event, whereby we have friends like the Harvest, Monstera, and many other BNB chains on board. Do check them out and join in for fun activities and prizes. And regarding this, right, we do have an article right on BNB Chain's blog post as well. So do check that out for details about this year party as well. And lastly, we need to check out our games, right? So Monstera, do check out their Twitter at Monstera underscore P2E, and the Harvest, their Twitter at the Harvest Game, and like what Paulo said, their Discord as well. So with this, I thank all three of you. Thank Hui, thank you Lido, thank you Paulo for this. I think this is a very exciting campaign where we can really see uh, great synergies amongst all our GameFi projects, and I look forward to more growth with you guys. Thank you very much.
All
Thank you,
right.
Walter.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you,
everyone.
Paulo.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
Walter.
Thank you for
Thank
us.
you, and
sharing.
everyone.